For the past decades, trail cams have acted as spy cams, capturing many moments which can shock the human mind. Like this, today we've brought some of those moments which are extremely rare and nearly impossible to see through the human eye. Welcome to Unveiling Wild, where we capture the wildest of moments. In this video, we will show you some of the wilderness which you might have never thought of. So let's get straight into the video without any further ado. So at first came the strange lights, which at initially people thought actually were some normal lights, but upon further investigation, it wasn't. The recent picture of a pair of lights looming over a deer's head captured by a trail camera has sparked several questions about UFOs. According to the folks who manufactured the camera, they know what the real answer is. It helps you look at thousands of these things, said Boyd Barnett, who handles marketing and advertising at Alabama-based Moultrie Products. He and others at Moultrie say that lights seen in the picture are actually the reflections of the deer's eyes bouncing around inside of the infrared camera. Rainer Shattles, who put the two cameras on his wooded property in Jackson County, Mississippi, told NBC News he's not entirely convinced. In another picture, a shape resembling a flying saucer appears to be visible in the trees. A skeptic might try to explain away such effects as lens flare, but Shattles insists there's nothing strange going on. Well, who knows? We've yet to know much more of the universe till now. Maybe it was an actual UFO or maybe not. Up next seems to appear the Ghost Girl. Police Chief George Bell told the station that the camera, which is near Route 74 in Cambridge, was set up by the new landowners who wanted to ensure that people would not cross the land and be in danger, according to the new landowners who had set up the camera. But instead, what it caught was rather not quite easy to believe. It was a picture of a 7-year-old girl walking through the woods who is supposed to be dead. Bell claims that he believes the image is real and not the result of countryside antics. "I've lived there all my life and have never heard of a ghost running around the woods," he said. Local news website New York Upstate reports that there is a legend about a girl who was killed on the train tracks that used to pass through the area. Meanwhile, the picture has attracted the attention of local paranormal enthusiasts. This is a case which is yet to be solved, as paranormal activity is that one thing that which science couldn't even understand. Though it might be some random girl mistaken for the dead, but according to the neighbors, it doesn't seem like it. Well, after that comes the crazy bear fight. An onlooker and a wildlife camera crew were hidden in a bear blind in Finland earlier this month when a pair of large bears showed up and decided to engage in a brutal brawl within feet of hidden onlookers and cameras. According to the crew, after 45 minutes of the bears started to appear, a total of 4 bears arrived within the 5 hours we were there. They said, "We would have been happy to have seen a glimpse of a single bear, but oh boy, did our expectations get exceeded massively." Shortly after arriving on the scene, 2 of the large bears decided that they didn't like each other. 2 of the bears were pretty much the same size and they started to roar very loudly at each other, and moments later they engaged in a fierce brawl, the crew says. Experts claim that they wouldn't fight so brutally over food alone, but about dominance of the area because females prefer males who are stronger. Bears are much more wild and brutal than the cuddly soft toys we have turned them into. A fight like this could start anywhere, so everybody should take precautions before approaching a bear next time. The following footage we will be looking at is of a greedy raccoon. A hungry raccoon has developed an ingenious way to feed herself and her babies by stealing cat food, then knocking on the homeowner's glass door to demand more. Much to the residents' surprise, the greedy mammal developed a habit of using a rock to bang on the door when it wants more food. She traced its audacious behavior on camera, revealing she had nicknamed it Roxy and that despite the animal scratching her glass, she enjoyed it. The homeowner can be heard in the video narrating her experience as she films a raccoon hammering on her window for several minutes. As it holds a small stone between its paws, it stretches onto its back, then uses its front paws to repeatedly strike the glass with a rock. In an interview, the homeowner said, "This raccoon that I've named Roxy steals cat food when the bowl's empty. She gets a rock and knocks on my door, and it's scratched all the way across. This raccoon cracks me up, and she's nursing and she's got babies." Well, can't say anything because after all, it's a mother's job to feed her children, though it's kinda cute as well as funny and rare to capture a raccoon asking for food. Up next comes the curious loins. One photographer has managed to shoot amazing raw footage of wild loins up close as part of a wildlife project involving a remote camera. Steve Mandel, a wildlife photographer from California, captured these candid shots of loins in the wild of Kenya under a project called Line Cam. His camera was attached to a camouflage buggy during which he filmed the loins without anguish. This intriguing video showed the lions acting just like big cats and enjoying playing with the line cam as the camera was sent into the area where the loins were, and it is controlled remotely from a camera platform. he said it is a lot of fun to watch the way the lions behave with the lion cam. There is one lion cam in the video who wrapped his paws around it, hugging it, and he would not let go. It was just a big cat for him. I think when he finally realized it was neither prey nor predator, he ignored it and treated it like a moving rock. Thanks to the lion cam's team was able to shoot extraordinary footage, which allows the viewer to observe lions in their natural habitat. Steve was inspired by UK photographer Wilbur Lucas, who created a beetle cam, and Steve adapted the idea before he embarked on a photography trip to Kenya. Well, guess it's pretty intriguing as well as fun to watch an entire group of lions roaming around without noticing the camera while they're all revealing their true nature. The next case is of another missing person where a Florida sheriff's office said Tuesday that it conducted an extensive search after a person's trail camera captured a potential sighting of Gabby Petito's fancy brand laundry. But investigators did not find any evidence that it was the missing man. Facebook user Sam Bass posted on the social media site on Monday that his trail camera picked up an image of a man with a backpack who bears resemblance to Laundry in Baker, Florida, about 500 miles away from Laundry's Northport, Florida home. I'm not saying this is the guy, but whoever was on my trail camera this morning in Baker, Florida strongly fits the description of Brian Laundrie. Authorities have been notified, but people in the Northwest Florida area should be on the lookout, Bass wrote on the Facebook. On Tuesday, the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office stated that investigators did the necessary due diligence in response to this report, and we are wrapping up an extensive search of this area, including nearby farmlands. Well, this is one more of a mystery which the police are yet to solve and confirm whether the spotted person was actually Laundrie or not. At last but not least comes the spotting of mysterious eyes in the woods. Two friends from Finland wanted to test out a new trail camera in some nearby woodland. They phased the camera towards a spot where they thought wild animals might be and left it overnight. They returned to see what they had got on the camera, and the next morning with nothing interesting turning up. After repositioning the camera, the pair still found nothing. But on the third night, when they went to check on the camera, it was gone. They discovered it lying in someone's back garden as they made their way home. In one photo, the shot was out of focus and brightly colored. In the other, the background was much clearer and it remained in black and white. I saw three glowing eyes hiding in the bushes, belonging to a mysterious creature. Everyone who looked at the image failed to find an explanation for what they saw. The pals were so shocked by what they saw that they set up a live camera feed for the woodland area. They have yet to monitor it. Even though the pictures can sometimes be deceptive, sometimes they can be also true, even if what is being seen is hard to believe. Now that we've come to the end of this video, please comment on your views regarding the odd moments captured by the trail cam. Also do mention if your cameras have captured some moments like this. So did you like today's video? If you learned anything new, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing videos like this. And we'll see you all in the next one.